Hey everyone, the Joint Powers Authority, the Trans-Bay Joint Powers Authority of San Francisco for the Salesforce Transit Center announced that Wednesday, October 17th, the facility will be reopened, and they will spend subsequent weeks in an investigation to determine exactly how those two cracks occurred in the steel beams just above the third deck at the bus ramp. The TJPA, which means Trans-Bay Joint Powers Authority, did a document dump of a number of different files that go back to 2013 that show records of quality control reports, records regarding change orders, and so on. But the majority of documents point to a number of seemingly unrelated events that occurred before September of 2016, but it leaves out a lot of events that occurred after September of 2016, over 2017, and into completion. The Turner construction reports, for example, stop at September of 2016, and they don't continue to the point of opening. Now, one could say, well, gee, maybe Turner's contract stopped. It was 6 years. But Turner's contract had 1 year extensions. And I don't see where Turner was fired and replaced by another organization. So there has to be some explaining there. And not only that, and perhaps it's in the latest document dump and more to come, but I would like to see an explanation of why certain materials were selected for the roof and that structure as well. I would also like to know, and I've asked about this before, if a final structural analysis was done before the facility was to open. In other words, with all the change orders in place and everything, you have this structure, the Trans-Bay Transit Center, now Salesforce Transit Center. What is it that they found in analyzing the finally completed facility, analyzing it for shakes, vibration, essentially driving it through its environment in a computer fashion? I would love to see if they actually did that, and if they didn't, I really want to know why. I think everybody should know why. Something else too, it seems to me, and this has to do with the series that we ran at Oakland News Now on Ayerdi Kaplan, the former executive director, really the creator of the whole thing. She is the developer of what is now called Salesforce Transit Center. She created the Trans-Bay Joint Powers Authority. She got everything started from scratch. Why was this effort to dump this idea that cost overruns were her fault on the public? Why did they do that when it was really the steel market and increases in steel that no one could have foreseen? Why was it so much of an effort, it would seem, on the part of some, to say to her, well, all this security wasn't needed for a structure that's 1,500 feet long, 6 stories high, and over $2 billion in costs, and handles, or will handle over the course of a year, millions of people? It doesn't make any sense. So these are the hard questions that have to be asked. Why do that? Why not just simply accept the responsibility on the whole that maybe there are people, maybe there are elected officials who didn't get it around their minds that when you build something of this magnitude, you have to be ready to spend a lot of money for it. You can't hold it to a price and then get upset when that price ceiling is exceeded. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube. Thank you.